there will be times in our life when we are faced with situations, circumstances, and issues that seem, and believe it or not, are actually dark, disappointing, dire, and maybe even dangerous. Situations, circumstances, issues which cause us to, watch this, wrestle with God. To wrestle with God, to question our faith, to grill our belief, to inspect and downright interrogate our own trust in God. Struggles, my brothers and my sisters, they have this way of scrutinizing God's deliverance. Sickness has a way of being suspicious of God's healing. The storms of life have a way of wanting to subject God to proving himself. Proving that he is who he says he is and can do what he says he can do according to his word. My brothers and my sisters, I found out that our struggle is not so much in believing God, but rather our struggle is focusing on God while becoming distracted with our own efforts to win life's battles and challenges in our own strength. All right now. In other words, I trust you, God, but I think that there's a better way to handle it. I know your word is true, but I'm just not sure if it's true for me. I know it works, but I don't know if it's going to work for me. God, I'm not doubting your ability. I'm not doubting your capability, but I've got to be realistic, because see, I'm looking at my hardships and my sufferings. I'm looking at my difficulties and my adversities. I'm noticing my lack and my misfortunes, and I'm definitely paying attention to my tests and my trials and my tribulations and my challenges. Listen, I got to do something about them, God. Thereby us telling God that we're going to pay attention more to ourselves than to him. Mm-hmm. Trials and tribulations, my brothers and my sisters, I found out that we go through these things to believe it or not, bring about a determined, dogged faith in God, which causes us to be persistent and persevere in our hanging in there. Watch this, not so much with ourselves, but hanging in there with God. All right now. Our hanging in there with God is what I call this spiritual grit, in which our heart adamantly and close to borderline arrogantly tells our struggles, tells our sicknesses, and tells our storms that no matter what, I'm going to hang in there. It tells our struggles, our sicknesses, and our storms that we're going to hold on to God's unchanging hand. In every experience in our life, we ain't going to let go of God. I've come to appreciate Brother Alvin Darling's gospel song, I Called on the Lord All Night Long, and I wouldn't let go till he blessed my soul. I'm a witness that he came through. I wonder if I got anybody out there who's a witness that God will come through in your life and that God has come through in your life, huh? Oh, how many of you can testify that he came through, because that's when you started depending on him. He came through because you started trusting in his word. He came through because you decided that I'm going to step out on faith. He came through because I was willing to make my will his will. He came through because I let go of me and grabbed on to thee. All right now. Beloved, God uses our trials and our tribulations of life as wrestling moves. There we go. As wrestling moves to slowly but surely make sure that we surrender every aspect of our life unto him.
Oh, yeah.